I'm a 3D artist, and in this video, I fixed the new Minecraft update by turning everything into highly overcomplicated weapon designs, and even got a real mod developer to rate what I made from 1 to 10. And we're starting with the new spear weapon. Now, I actually really like the model for this one. Unlike some previous weapons, there's not really a lot to complain about. I mean, it's a blade on a stick. How do you even make that more complicated than it already is? Well, you start with a 3D handle for one, then you add a socket and an end cap. Let's see, spear anatomy. What else we got here? Not much, it turns out. I guess we could add these fancy pants red handles with ribbons coming off the side. Oh yeah, now we're moving. It looks pretty good on the player preview, but I think we should increase the size to make it more dramatic. I mean, spears in real life are no trifling matter. These things are taller than your average person usually. Some of them can get like 20 feet long with the proper diet. In the game, I'm keeping it similar to the vanilla spear, and it's looking pretty good, I'd say. My favorite part is that lunge enchantment. It really makes you feel like Silk Song. Originally, you could only do it like 3 times before the weapon just breaks, and I was prepared to complain about that for half the video, but they fixed it by making it cost hunger instead, which is just so much better. But this isn't exactly gonna impress the mod developer, so I started brainstorming new ways to overcomplicate this thing. I built out a whole Millinote board of all the reference material I could find, and I decided the only way to get through this one is to make multiple models per model, which is actually completely possible through the use of enchantment variants. You know when you put the Bane of Arthropods enchantment on one of your weapons? Yeah, me neither. But what if, instead of doing nothing, the model itself changed to look more arthropodically baneful? I started drawing a bunch of new blade shapes to fit the different enchantment combinations. For sharpness, I'm thinking piercing, plunge attacks, so I basically made the spearhead longer and thinner. We can even set up different phases depending on the enchantment level. For mine, I added 3 different phases that occur at level 1, 3, and 5, which is the maximum for these kinds of enchantments. Next, I made the smite variants. These are supposed to be used for undead creatures, so I'm thinking jagged, spiky. That kind of looks like an axe head, but we're gonna roll right with it. Next, for Bane of Arthropods, since the enchantment targets bugs, I'm thinking wide surface area, sweeping attack kind of stuff. So I went with this rounder, double-sided design, and there's still a spear tip, so it's still, well, now there is. There's a lot more ways to expand on the whole enchantment variant thing. Believe me, I had a whole blueprint laid out for how far I could take the concept. But for now, this should probably be craftable with more materials than iron. So I started retexturing all 10 of the blade types I made using all the typical tool materials. For wood, I made it a lot more primitive looking by getting rid of the handles. I even got rid of the ribbons. They're still there technically, they're just invisible since that part of the texture went to the milk store. For the stone version, I made the caps creep onto the handle a little bit. Looks more sturdy that way. Iron gets the handles back. I'm trying to make it feel like there's a progression here without explicitly changing the model due to performance and my crippling laziness. For the gold variant, I extended the handles 2 or 3 pixels. Diamond actually starts wrapping the handle in more of the cap material, and by the time we hit netherite, there's only like 5 pixels of wood left over. I'd love to say it was a pain, but all I did was set up these color palettes for each material and then hit replace colors a whole bunch. Honestly, could be worse, could be a lot worse. And finally, I made a heavy core variant called the heavy spear. Since I already made a heavy mace and a heavy bow and a heavy hammer, figured I might as well complete the set here. I'm using that breeze rod texture for the handle again. It looks great, and we hit a grand total of 70 possible combinations with the different blade types and materials. And that is how you make a blade on a stick 10 times more complicated than it needs to be. I think the only thing I would change now is maybe giving the lunge some slight angle control. I don't know, maybe when you lunge into slime, it should bounce off the other way. But honestly, I really like this one. I think Mojang cooked here, and all the improvements I could even think of are mostly just visual at the end of the day. My friend made these inventory icons, which I kind of think are better already, like by themselves. But if I'm gonna impress the mod developer, I'm gonna need this next weapon to be significantly more weird. So hear me out. Wait, did I forget the copper variant? Eh, who cares? The next item I want to redesign is the Nautilus shell. It's basically only used to craft the conduit, which is kind of crazy since they added 2 whole new mobs for this item now. So I made a new Millinote board to start coming up with weapon ideas for this thing. Millinote is basically this collaborative reference board for organizing stuff like this. You can put pictures on it and draw on it, and so it's useful for visualizing whatever's in your head. I am a mentally sound individual. For this weapon, I started plugging in a bunch of art references and different routes I could go with this one. Maybe we do a throwing star or an armor piece. Nautilus shell ideas. Let's see. Fertilizer. That's cool. I'm dreaming bigger though. Millinote's great for organizing art projects, school projects, not to mention tons of these cool templates to get you started. You can put boards inside of your boards inside of your boards. If you had friends, they could even collaborate with you in real time. You can leave comments. That's fantastic. Aren't comments just the best? So check out Millinote using my link in the description. It's actually actually free to get started with no time limit, so there's no reason not to give it a try. There's even a mobile version if you're into that kind of thing. Big thanks to Millinote for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. Out of all the possible things to make out of a Nautilus shell, I decided to go with a shield, which sounds pretty boring, but it's not, and you'll see in just a second. I started by just ripping the base texture from the new Nautilus mob. I don't know if you're keeping up with the news, but they're basically a new underwater mount. There's even a zombie version. And now that I have the texture, it's pretty easy to just split up into layers and give it that 3D shape illusion. It even has the hole still. You know, this shield has some pretty dark implications now that I'm looking at it again. Add a quick handle on the back and it's looking pretty good. It's a lot shorter than the regular shield. It's honestly more like a buckler or something, but it's kind of nice that it takes up less of the field of view, I guess. But it wouldn't be very fun if it was just a regular shield with shell model, so I decided to make a couple changes. So it still works like a normal shield. You just hold right click and it blocks attacks exactly like the other one. However, if you left click while blocking, you actually throw the shield and it starts spinning around like a death trap Beyblade and shredding everything in the vicinity. When I made the mood board for this one, it's like the hat from Super Mario Odyssey, but like somehow less disturbing from a psychological perspective. So it spins out like 10 blocks ahead and then stops for a couple seconds before dropping on the floor. You can use it to clear out hordes, you can use it to clear your mob farm. It's honestly pretty overpowered, but using it like this does drain the durability pretty fast, so it's not too game breaking. It's also pretty easy to drop into a cliff by accident, so don't do that. I guess we could make it that the loyalty enchantment makes it boomerang back to you to prevent that kind of thing. Knockback enchantment gives it more knockback, sharpness enchantment does more damage. Pretty standard stuff at this point, but I couldn't help but feel like it was missing something, and that's when I got the bright idea for a completely new enchantment. And I can't believe Mojang didn't already make this one, which means it's probably a terrible idea. I'm calling it the homing enchantment. It can have like 3 different levels, and when you put it on a bow, it makes the arrows curve slightly towards hostile entities in a cone-shaped projection, and the higher the level, the more extreme that curve gets. Imagine a skeleton spawns with this. That's just too far, man. These guys already have aimbot. It feels really fun to use, although it does make it impossible to shoot something behind a target, since that's what homing is. But that's a trade-off I'm willing to make. It even works on crossbows, which is extra nice since they take so long to charge. And it also works on the Nautilus shield. And now when you throw it, it starts ominously approaching the nearest entities faster and faster depending on the enchantment level. Yeah, I have a feeling this enchantment is a terrible idea somehow, but I'm not sure why yet, so, you know, it's greenlit. I wonder what else this enchantment could work for. Maybe an anvil? Maybe it homes in on the... You know what? You guys tell me your ideas, maybe I'll add it. Anyway, the real reason I made this thing actually loops all the way back to the spear from the beginning of the video. If you touch the shield while it's moving, you take damage and knockback just like everybody else, but the shield actually returns to your inventory, which means if you are cracked out of your mind, you can throw the shield, lunge into it, throw it again, lunge, and just keep chaining movement upward until you run out of food, health, durability, or all of the above. There's so many weird ways to use this thing for movement. It's like a portable TNT cannon you can just keep using. I'm always a big fan of that kind of stuff, relatively simple mechanics that you can abuse with a massive skill ceiling. I haven't even scratched the surface of the possibilities here, but it doesn't matter what I think, because after this weapon, my time was over, and it was finally time for the mod developer to judge my work.
Okay, so things I like about this, I really like that the enchantment changes the model. I really like that the quality of the item adds the little ribbon on there. That's a nice little detail that's not the most overt, but really does make the weapons feel a little more distinct. And then the enchantment changing what kind of blade is on the weapon is really enjoyable. It makes your weapon feel more like your weapon. This one is customized. It is different than the rest. That's just something that I really adore, especially in Minecraft, where customization is like the whole game. And then the only thing I don't like about this is I actually am not a fan of the flat texture for the blade. I do actually prefer the 1 pixel wide texture. All right, if I had to give this one a score out of 10, I would say that this is like an 8 out of 10. But considering what Mojang is trying to do with the spear, I'm gonna give this one like a 9.5. I vastly prefer this over what they're actually gonna do. things I like about this, I love the feeling of throwing something and having it come back to you, just in general. That is like a thing that I've always liked. In Dungeons and Dragons, I used to get that enchantment on my weapons as often as possible. I love that. The only thing I don't like about this, the base damage just seems kind of low when you're fighting monsters, but other than that, I loved it. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 base, and then the fact that the Nautilus shell doesn't do anything in Minecraft adds another half a point, so this is a 9.5 out of 10.
With that, I successfully managed to impress the mod developer, but this isn't over until it's 10s every single time. Thanks again to Millinote for sponsoring my slow and steady descent into madness. If you're full of creative ideas like I am, and by creative I mean whatever this thing is, I'm sure you'll love it. Check it out. Link in description as per usual. See ya.